Welcome. I am still Dan the Delight, and today we are bringing you a Final Fantasy VII walkthrough for Chapter 2. So if you didn't check out my walkthrough for Chapter 1, do so if you needed to. If not, then we'll crack on with Chapter 2. I've skipped through the cutscenes, as you can see there. We've jumped straight in, and just at the start here, we're just having to follow through and follow these guys here. So just follow through here. It's very simple. Not much you can really go wrong with. But in the meantime, just want to say that this game is unreal. So if you haven't got around to getting it and you are watching just to see some gameplay, I would highly recommend picking this game up. I'm only in the start of Chapter 2, and already I have to say I'm quite blown away with how good it is. So as you can see there, we're just picking up that chest. I do seem to be getting the chests as much as possible. If I do see them, I will pick a chest up, just because you don't know what's going to come. You might need a load of potions or grenades or whatever you're going to get from the chest. So it's best to just keep them up, keep picking them up, and you might have to use some of the items. So just carrying on following through here now with the gang, and we get to this gate here. I did say I skipped all the cutscenes, but it seemed this one has stayed in. So we're just destroying that there. Nice quick one. So once we've destroyed that, we're just going to carry on following them through, and then we come up to a cutscene here. So we just skip through that. Once you're through there, and as you can see, there's quite a lot of explosions gone on. So we just going to pick the chest up there, see what we get. But once we've picked that up, we're just going up here, follow through. You can't go any other way anyway, so it's quite straightforward there. You're asking for your money, Barrett. I finally figured out his name's Barrett. We went through, I think, Brent Brick. I'm going to keep calling him Brick though. I think Brick sounds cooler. I'm just going to keep walking through here, and then we come to another cutscene here. Now this little section here, Jesse gives you a purple ball. You can skip the tutorial, or you can go through with it if you're unsure on how they work. Basically, they're little items that you can put into your sword, and they give you powers. So you already had the fire power, which you probably used in the first chapter. This one, it cures some of your health, so it's quite a handy little thing. I'm sure we'll be picking up quite a few of them along the way. So just carrying on here, following Jesse through. Nice big explosion there. We just keep following through with Jesse, and then it all goes a bit wrong here. So now that that's collapsed, we're just gonna check up, see what them people. They don't look in the best of conditions, but we're not even gonna bother helping them. We're just gonna carry on walking through. So just follow through this path here. You see some ambulances on the way there. There will be a cutscene, which I have just skipped through there. Quite a big spoiler, so you may want to pause the video here and watch that cutscene if you are playing along in real time while watching this. So we skipped through that. I'm not going to give anything away in case you haven't got the game and you are just looking for some gameplay. So you're going to follow through, go around this alleyway, just seeing if there's any items really around here, and going to go up this set of stairs and just follow through up these sets of stairs. Right, so now we're at the top of the stairs. We do see that the big building is absolutely on fire and looks like it could explode and take out the whole city at any point. I'm going to pick up this this chest here, just get 3 grenades. I haven't actually figured out how to use a grenade yet, but I'm sure they will come in quite handy once we get round to that. We're just going to come down these steps now. Right, now we're down here. We're just going to follow the path through. We try and go through there, but as you can see, the security is there, so we can't actually go around. So that spins us round. I actually didn't really need to go that way at all. We need to go down this route, so we're going to just follow through here, and you will come to another cutscene with the lady with the flower. I took the flower personally. I don't know what happens if you don't take the flower, but I've got the flower. And then you will be confronted with some enemies. You just take them out. They are the enemies that were in the way when you were trying to get through that other area. So once you get past them and go through the other area now, you will see a purple ball on the floor there. We'll just take these enemies out first of all. Okay, so pick up that. It is another cure ball, which, to be honest, you've already got one, but take another. I'm just going to keep following through here. I got a bit lost here. I must admit, I don't know what I was doing, but I do just keep going around in circles a little bit. Yeah, not much for me to really say here, so just enjoy me failing here. But basically, you don't really want to be up this end. You kind of want to go back on yourself a little bit, so just bear with. Finally, the penny drops, and I've gone a little bit back on myself here. So you just oh no, going back to the area that we don't need to be. I was convinced you could jump over that rubble or something. I don't know why. And I thought you could maybe jump up on the fire engine there, but nope. Okay, finally the penny drops there, and we go back to the exit. So now that we're here, we will be taking out these enemies here, which is quite a straightforward fight that you get confronted with. Now that we've disposed of that little gang, we're going to just carry on going forward here, and then we go into this section here, which is actually a much bigger boss, well, not boss fight, but it's a bit of there's a lot of enemies basically that come here, so we're just going to keep ploughing away with them, and then see where that takes us. So just a few things with the shield ones, I recommend you use magic, the fire, because sometimes it is a bit tricky to break them down with just use of your sword. So go ahead and use the flames when you get the shield ones pop up as well. So we get the helicopter coming down there. That does deploy some enemies. I went to get the chest here. You can't actually open chests until the enemies are all dealt with. So we're gonna just finish these off here. They are the dodging enemies. So you just have to hit them hard, and that staggers them, and then you can finish them off quite easily. Okay, now that they are dealt with, that is some more that have come from nowhere there, but we'll just quickly deal with them. They're a lot easier, and then there's these ones here. They can lob a grenade at you, but you can easily dodge that, and I think that is the last of them. So once you finish with them, you are good to open that chest up if you wanted to. some more grenades. I just checked down here, there's nothing really down here. Some boxes, but nothing particularly exciting that you would need, to be honest. So just climb up the ladder here, and that will take you to the rooftop, and then on the right there's another ladder to climb up. Okay, and just keep climbing. Right, once we're at the top there, some explosions will occur, and you climb down a little bit, and there's a chest there for you to open. Okay, right, so now from here we're going to want to go down the ladder. Just slide down that one and then go down this one. For some reason you can't slide down this one. I don't know why he decides to get his cardio in on this ladder and not the first one, but there we go. Right, so now we're going to exit through that gate. Can't go that way, can only go that way. There are a few enemies here, just deal with them. This is where the shield runs come in, where I've for some reason kept trying to hit them with my sword, not realising that it wasn't really doing any damage at all. But we get rid of that one. I completely forgot I had magic abilities here. So there we go. Finally, but yeah, I definitely would recommend using your flames. I think it kills them in one or two. I think probably one actually. We get some more enemies here. Just disposing them. There's nothing challenging at all, really. Just a lot. There's more enemies than there was in chapter 1, but they're no tougher really. If anything, they're weaker. You have that boss battle in chapter 1 that you have to finish at the end there, but you don't really have anything like that on this one. Okay, so just go up the top here. I chose to go up the top anyway. This is where I was trying to figure out how you throw a grenade. It would have been nice to make them explode, but if you do know how to throw a grenade, just leave a comment in the comment section below. That'd be pretty useful. I'll just take these enemies out here. They're not that tough, but this is where I think I discovered, yeah, the use of magic actually is very beneficial for these guys. If you've got enough magic, that is. There we go. Okay, just take these guys out here and then continue on your merry way where you was heading in the first place. Okay, alright, so we've got a couple of enemies here. Just take them out. Flame up the shield. Lovely stuff. Alright, just follow through this path here. Take out these dogs. Quite easy to take them out. They do stagger very easily. And then once you've done so, I think there is a shield guy there as well. Just use your magic on the shield guy and that will take him out quite simply. Okay, now we've defeated them, just keep going through. There's a chest on the left hand side. Okay, right, so just keep following. I pick up pretty much everything I see on the way, so I pick that up there. But then there are a few enemies that come along here, so just destroy these enemies. You get surrounded a bit here. So you just take these enemies out. Remember, use the magic on the shield guys and just use your sword on the easier opponents. you just keep going with this one. He's a bit harder to kill, but flame staggers him, so once you staggered him, just give him a good old whack and he'll go. Actually, once you defeat him, it actually cuts off. You don't have to beat anyone else, so just make sure he is your main focus. Right, and then it teases you that loads more, but you don't actually have to defeat them. So this is coming up to the end now of the chapter. You just literally have to follow through, walk down the train. There's a few cutscenes on the way, and that will wrap up the chapter. So I'm going to leave it there and let you just watch out the rest of it. You will be seeing a lot of cutscenes anyway, so please do give it a like, comment, subscribe, share the video if you know anyone else is struggling with chapter 2. All of that will be very much appreciated. Until next time.
Doesn't make any sense.
The explosion triggered a reaction with the Mako. You said so yourself.
That was my first guess, but shouldn't a reactor have fail-safes to prevent that kind of thing? You mentioned invisible enemies back there, right?
Right.
No. I'm just looking for excuses for something that was clearly my own fault. Gotta own up to it if I'm gonna learn from this and move on. Thanks, Cloud. You're a good listener.
You hear that, Sue? Shinra creed my ass.
Let's get this out of the way. Personally, I find visual aids make the dull stuff a lot more bearable. If it helps, think of it as an initiation rite.
How many times do I have to tell you people? I'm not...
There's such a thing as playing too hard to get. So, here we've got a wireframe model of the great city of Midgar, complete with massive steel plates suspended 300 meters above ground level, atop which stands a shining beacon of civilization. The whole system is sustained by the Mako reactors, which feed the insatiable appetites of the public.
The train will be passing through an ID checkpoint shortly.
This here is the train's route.